Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of the New York International Auto Show 2016 here at the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City on BeTerrific. We're an official media partner. Proud of that, and we're proud that we're live from the floor, too. Not only from our set, but live from the floor. We're in the Buick booth. I've got Rob here from Buick. Buick is the new cool. I mean, you guys have done a lot to really revitalize this brand and take the models and add technology to them, make them cool and stylish, and you have a lot of new vehicles.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey for us. We've got 4 new vehicles coming out this year. We're excited about every single one of them, and we got a little special surprise as well at the end. That's absolutely stunning. Lots to talk about in the Buick stand.
Excellent. Let's walk through this a little bit. This is the newest member. This was launched in January. Tell me about it.
This is the BuickEscada convertible. Just launched in January. Just starting to arrive in dealerships in the northern states here right about this month. Pretty much everything you see on here is standard. Comes standard with the 20-inch wheels, the leather, heated steering wheel, heated seats. The roof on it is absolutely fantastic. It's a soft top that can open and retract in 17 seconds and at speeds of 31 miles an hour. So if you're driving and it starts to rain and you want to put that roof up, press the button, the roof comes out of the boot of the car, it connects in 17 seconds.
And it's a hard top?
No, it's a soft top.
It's a soft top.
Soft top convertible.
Wow.
But it actually, the acoustics on it on the inside are what you would expect from a Buick. Very quiet convertible.
That's because you've got special insulation on it and thermal insulation, not only for sound deadening, but also to keep the climate the way you want it.
Absolutely. I mean, we view this as an all-weather convertible, which means that people in northern states can buy this car, have the heated steering wheel, heated seats running, have the roof up, still remain comfortable. Seats 4, which is fantastic for a convertible. I even fit in it. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall. I fit comfortably in the back seat.
I didn't notice that, by the way. I think you're. I thought you were my height. You get a shot of this.
Heels.
Maybe I have the heels.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so, what's the performance like? How fast are we talking about this?
We got a 2.0 turbo with 200 horsepower with a turbo boost that takes you up to 220.
It's a V6?
It's a 4-cylinder.
Wow.
Yeah, 4-cylinder. What's fantastic about the car is that it was purposely designed as a convertible. So it has a fantastically structure that's very stiff. So a lot of convertibles, what you find is they're sedans, and they chop the top off, and then they
stiffen it.
And then they have to stiffen it. Ours has this performance already. The handling on it is absolutely fantastic. It's much more of a touring sedan than it is a hot rod, but you're going to get on some windy hills someplace, and you're going to want to run this thing hard, and it's going to take everything you give it to it.
What's the price point we're looking at?
This one right here, starting at price is $33,900.
I thought you were going to say 50. I'm not kidding.
$33,900.
Wow, I thought it was going to be like 48.
Yeah, it's fully loaded. It's $37,000.
That's it.
That's it.
And it has a lot of great standard equipment.
Absolutely. Lots of standard equipment. Rear backup cameras, front and rear collision avoidance systems. We got the 20-inch wheels are standard on it. The leather's standard on it. Basically, if you're interested in convertible and this is something you're interested in, you basically come and make 3 decisions. Which one of the two 20-inch wheels, which color leather do you want, and which color exterior, and they'll walk out the door fully loaded.
Very nice. And technologically, does it sync with the iPhone and the Android and everything?
It's 4G Wi-Fi on this
4G Wi-Fi?
4G. Connect up to 7 devices on this.
LTE is coming into the car. We could be
Absolutely.
broadcasting live. We're here off the LiveView LU500. That gives us the ability to be broadcasting live from your booth back to our set, back to New Jersey, and then up to the internet. But and that's got like 8 LTE cards in it, but we could technically, in the right environment, be doing it right off the car.
Yeah, you could absolutely do it right off the car. We can have up to 7 devices on any one of these cars running at any one time.
Wow, very nice.
And it all works through our OnStar system.
I like it. All right, take me through the next vehicle.
This right here we revealed yesterday. So this is the newest baby to the Buick brand. It's a really important vehicle for us. This is the 2017 Buick Encore. It represents 30% of our Buick sales. It's the small SUV segment, which is just absolutely growing like crazy. What you're finding for this is a lot of urban owners like the size of the vehicle. It gives it a very nimble and maneuverable. So if you're looking for tight parking spots or something along that line, you get it. But you also get a lot of the Buick luxuries: lane change assist, rear backup cameras, the safety that you come with. It's the highest quality vehicle in its class for 2 years running. It's the sales leader in its class for 2 years running. And now we've got it refreshed. Connects to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also has 4G Wi-Fi standard on it as well.
And it looks like it's got rain-sensing windshield wipers as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I like that.
And LED headlamps to go along with it. It's a real fun car. We're finding that a lot of the new people coming into Buick are coming in looking at an Encore. And we're also finding that there's a large portion of women that come in and they're really interested in this vehicle as well. So absolutely fantastic. Just revealed it yesterday.
It's great looking, and it looks like it'd be a lot of fun to drive. Also very practical, and it works especially in a city, like you said, because you could fit it in small spaces, but gives you the utility of an SUV.
Yeah.
You notice how I didn't say as a sport utility vehicle after saying utility. I had to point that out.
Very nice. Well done. This one we're also very excited about. This is the Buick Vision, and we revealed this in December. This is due in dealerships in July. This is a 2-liter turbo, all-wheel drive with a twin clutch rear differential. It drives absolutely fantastic. It's extremely well balanced, well behaved out on the roads. This is currently what I'm driving back in Michigan.
You like it?
I love it.
And I would think that the twin clutch is good for if you had to haul some stuff or you had to actually put a trailer hitch on.
Well, not necessarily for hauling, but the twin clutch is fantastic for all road conditions, which is, it's on all the time. But what it allows us to do is that if we have one of the rear wheels slipping, it allows us to manage that slip much better. So whether it's a light rain in Florida where the oil kind of comes up and you've lost a little bit of traction, or if you just put one tire on the gravel, the all-wheel drive system is actually proactively figuring that out and then applying the right amount of torque to the wheels to go.
That's why it's good for Michigan.
Absolutely.
Are you a Wings fan by any chance?
Of course I'm a Wings fan. Born and raised a Detroit Red Wing fan.
Wow. I'm a Rangers fan, but Weiserman seems like a Iserman. I always call him Weiserman as a joke, but Iserman seems like a really good GM.
Yeah, for Tampa.
I know, but I always say, why isn't he in Detroit?
Yeah, that was a tough one. That's a tough one.
Come on.
I know.
How does Detroit let him go to Tampa?
I don't know how he gets down to Tampa.
But you still love him.
But we still love him, absolutely. He just played for us in the retiree game out in Colorado.
He's like, hold on, I got to get to the bench. I got to make a trade.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't trade him away. We didn't trade his legacy away. We still own that. We love it.
That's good. All right, we've got
one other thing on this car. Interior is absolutely fantastic. This one has even more technology than the other two. A 360 surround camera, which gives you a view of everything below the camera. Has
below the car. I love that. Yeah.
Below the car. It has lane keep assist, which is when it's activated, sensors track the lanes in the road, and if you start to veer off, not only does it have a haptic seat which will shake and say that you're off, the steering wheel will gently nudge you back into the center of the lane. So it's absolutely packed with technology. Incredible comfort in the back seats. I have 2 kids. They love the back seats on this one because they're heated, they recline, and they slide. So they're never cramped. 4G LTE standard, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto as well on this one.
Very nice. I think you keep trying to say Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in the same word.
I know, and I probably need to work on that.
Well, I think they just need to call it we need to come up with something where we don't have to explain that every single time. It needs to be don't you think we could just say smartphone ready or something like that? There's got to be.
Yeah. This car right here, smartphone ready.
But shouldn't there be a universal term for both? Because every car manufacturer's got to be putting CarPlay and Auto in at this point.
A lot of them are going in that direction.
Let's just call it smartphone ready.
I'm all right with that.
All right, smartphone ready.
Buick LaCrosse right here.
This is the LaCrosse.
This is the LaCrosse.
I thought this was a Jaguar. I thought you snuck a Jaguar in.
This one is beautiful. It's 300 pounds lighter than its predecessor. It's wider. It's lower. The center of gravity is right smack where a driver wants it. Loaded with technology, just like the Envision.
But it looks like it's loaded with performance as well. For a sedan to be loaded with performance and look this beautiful and aggressive.
Well, and if you think it looks good here, you got to take a peek on the inside. The inside is absolutely gorgeous.
I've already seen you got a heads-up display.
Heads-up display.
Here, you take this microphone.
All right. All right. All right. So we have a heads-up display. We have a borderless full color touchscreen with in the center stack. We have a 4.2-inch in the middle there for driver information center. Electronic precision control shifting in the center there. So it's all electronic down there. Absolutely gorgeous leather interior. This is really the flagship of Buick. 4G LTE, smartphone ready. and loads of great technology. And it's the lowering of the center of the gravity being a little bit lower, the car being a little bit lower, the design of it. We have a 5-link suspension, hyper strut up front. This car drives like a dream.
And plenty of cup holders for a road trip, by the way. I should mention that.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure why I care, because I just want performance and comfort, but I guess we need cup holders.
You know what? Some of the best road trips you'll ever take are about 5 miles long. If you're a father like me, you get your kids in the back, you got a quiet place, you can actually get them not distracted by the phones. That 5-mile trip is fantastic. Make sure they got the cup holders in the back. They're good to go.
Yes, that's true. I love it. It's packed with features. Remember when seat memories were a big thing? Well, it's even got seat memories. I mean, that's like a standard option in a car like this today. What a beautiful car. Well put together. I like the screen and the heads-up display as well.
Yeah, and this is absolutely, this is going to be in dealerships in July. But the last car that I have to show you.
Something special?
We have something special. We showed this first at the Detroit Auto Show in January. This is the Buick Avista concept car.
Wow.
We showed it in Detroit in an absolutely gorgeous sapphire blue. Stunning color. With a different colored interior.
Let me get out of the way so everybody can see this. Is it cross-drilled rotors? All right, we're gonna go up here. Yeah. DJ, get a shot of it first. He's got a shot of it. This thing is beautiful. You even have shaved door handles. Wow. All right, we're ready, Rob. Here we go. DJ, watch your step. You're gonna come up here. You need me to hold your hand, DJ, or you got this? He's got it.
The designer for this car is right over there, so he's right down there. So I'm taking a little bit of credit for his baby.
Come on up here for a second. You did a beautiful job. John.
This car is absolutely gorgeous. It stole the attention of auto show goers since we revealed it. John painted it in a special red for the New York Auto Show.
It's almost BeTerrific red, by the way.
It is absolutely fantastic. But I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to let him take it over from here.
This is beautiful, John. Welcome to BeTerrific.
Hey, thank you.
How do you design a car like this? Do they literally say design what you want? It has to be a coupe and just go nuts?
Yeah, I mean, when we got the brief for this car, we sort of had this vision of what would be the car for this perfect mountain pass. So imagine the perfect drive, and what is the vessel that you would want on that drive.
Do you do it all on a computer, or do you start with like a napkin or a piece of paper and a little sketch?
Yeah, it covers the whole gamut. So when we start out, we're pen on paper, just throwing out ideas, heads down, headphones on, 12 hours a day, just sketching like crazy. From there, we move into the computer, working in Photoshop, 3D modeling. We have a great digital sculpting team and a clay sculpting team that we work with. So all the surfaces you see on the inside and out of this vehicle have been touched by hand, and you don't get the sophisticated surfacing that you see without that hand sculpted touch.
I'm not sure how you do this, but it's gorgeous. I mean, I can't even understand how you come up with all these lines. That the door, like the way the door fits, is unbelievable. You got shaved door handles. Look at those seats; they're ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you see inside and out, we're really trying to push the form language for Buick and challenge people's expectations. Inside, particular, is where I worked. There's a lot of light weighting. You look at the interior, and it feels like a space you'd want to get in and hop in for a good drive, and that's what we're going for.
I love the dashboard too. The instrument clusters are just LED screens, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah, we wanted to really clean that interface. So a lot of cars you see now, there's buttons everywhere. It's confusing. We wanted to simplify that interface so that the driver can just focus on the task at hand. All the information is right in front of them, right in front of the steering wheel. You have a simple control cluster right there in the console to control all your information, your media, all of that.
It's really, really phenomenal. You guys did a great job. It's really exciting. I know that Rob keeps saying concept, but I mean, could this be a reality? Can we go from concept to reality?
Well, we certainly would love to see it in any form, and it's just
no. We want to see it in this form.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. I think the more that people clamor for it, the more GM will push.
What do we have to do? Who are we writing to? Who are the Terrifics? We have a lot of Terrifics. I mean, millions of Terrifics. Those are our viewers. Where do they have to send a letter? I guess it's not a letter. We're going to be smartphone equipped. Yeah. This is how we're going to do it. Email. Who are we emailing?
That's for a decision well above my pay grade. But if you contact Buick,
Buick.
Let it be known.
We'll get this out of Rob.
Yes.
He's gonna tell us who to email. Yeah. I'm not saying like give an email address. We'll let the Terrifics find the email address. Just the person we should email.
Yeah, head to Facebook.
Facebook, and just say we want this. Yeah. This is called the Avista.
Absolutely.
And what could be a price point for this? I know it's hard to say on a design level. You've just designed it, and maybe they just said design it and go nuts. But what could be?
Right now, it's purely a concept, no
Right.
price attached. So,
But if they said this
viewers
car,
have an idea,
well, if they
let
said
it
this
be known.
car could be $50,000, could it be built for $50,000?
who knows?
You
It's
don't
just a
know.
concept.
John, I understand. I just want to talk. I don't want to sell ads and pay the bills and keep the lights on and build the set. I just want to show up and look pretty. You know? And that's what this car does. It just shows up and look pretty. So I love it. That's
Well,
awesome.
great. I'm glad to hear. You know, the reception's really been fantastic. So it's kind of a dream project as a designer.
And it's an honor to be interviewing you and talking to you about this car. And I mean, this is a special treat. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is this like a child for you? I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to design and be like, yeah, that's my car.
You know, I don't have any kids, but this is definitely the closest thing I have to a child. It's definitely a labor of love, and you know, it's over a year's worth of hard work from an amazing team that brought this thing to life. So yeah.
Well, so we all have the special red wristband. That's what's let us in this area, and I appreciate you guys letting us in. The Terrifics now have the red wristband at home, technically. So thank you. This is phenomenal. Rob, this has been really special. Thank you for setting this up, for doing all this. That was a wonderful surprise. Is it possible this could come, and who do the Terrifics write to? Facebook?
Really, they should go to Facebook and put their names out there, put their votes out there, and let everybody know how much enthusiasm they have for this particular vehicle.
Excellent. And it could come to fruition.
Well, you know, we've seen this before where we've put concepts out, and the concepts are people are so enthused by it that they shape either the design direction or in the model itself. But you know, there's a lot of penciling that has to go on behind the scenes, and to be completely honest, there's a lot of people thinking about that way.
Well, I hope that next year it gets unveiled here as a real car. How about that? Thank you so much, Rob. You're awesome. Please come on anytime to be terrific. And, of course, John, you as well. Getting insight into how cars are designed always intrigues me and is always awesome. One suggestion for you, next time you design a car, I always have thought about this. Let's build umbrella holders into the trunk lids so that I don't have to keep them in the trunk rolling around, and I can actually fit more stuff in my trunk, like those big golf umbrellas.
Sure, always open to new ideas.
And then just for me, I'd like a compartment for a sports coat, a dress shirt, shoes, and a tie, like James Bond. So I could go from what I'm doing to an interview like that.
Yeah, well, I think James Bond would look great in an Avista. So
Would. Could you imagine if that's what if that was the next Bond vehicle? Would you lose your mind?
There you go. It's perfect.
I think the Terrifics need to write in on Facebook that this needs to be the next Bond vehicle and come to fruition. I love the moonroof in this, and of course the LaCrosse as well. You guys have done a great job. Everybody's got to check out Buick. And in the meantime, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this with more of your live continuing coverage of the New York International Auto Show on BeTerrific. Stay with us.